North of the Pike, where day turns to night, I waited on you there, there in the gloom, beneath every moon, at least a fortnight, faces and clouds cast on the ground, in shady little bounds, all came to rain, hit all the day, and soaked me through. My frown was on the ground. Where were you? Was I in love with you? Tell me, love, I dare you to. Left you behind, ropes on the right, all the counties other side, crossed o'er the bridge, it all river edge, and passed on by. My pride I put behind like I did, sold every shoe, every mile I walk without you. My pride I put behind like I do, the soul of every shoe, and every mile I walk without you. Breath of it grew, bitterness too, till I knew I hated you. Leaving me there, you didn't care that I loved you then, and the coldness in my heart is all consumed. The love that ever bloomed, warmth I only knew for you.
Thanks, you guys. Why don't you introduce yourselves to the World Wide Web here real quick?
We are Pillow Talk, and we're from San Antonio and Austin. We're kind of in between.
You're the homeboys,
That's
right?
That's right. We're excited to be the homeboys.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the EP that you guys are promoting here.
We just put out an EP with a San Antonio label called Texas is Funny Records. It's a 7-inch. We're going to play most of the songs on that. I think we're playing all the songs on that.
Yeah, most of and a couple extra.
We also have a video that we just put out for the title track off that called Faux Fur. It's on YouTube if you search Pillow Talk Faux Fur.
Shot around San Antonio.
That's most excellent. So how would you guys describe your sound for those people that haven't had a chance to actually get to know you?
We've been in bands together. I kind of always think of it as just like indie pop or pop music, but with, kind of, we play with a pedal steel and a banjo and stuff, so kind of.
And a mandolin, I heard.
Right.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like pop music with instrumentation, Western instrumentation.
We kind of we grew up a lot of on like Braid and the Promise Ring, and then
like in that 90s emo. So yeah.
So are you guys also playing here at South by Southwest?
We are. We're playing tomorrow at 2 at Flat Top Burgers as part of the Music for Listeners party.
KRTU out of San Antonio,
Yeah,
and
out of
then
San Antonio.
the label has a showcase at the Trophy Club, right across
6th Street.
6th Street on Saturday night. So.
Excellent. Well, what are we going to hear next?
We're going to play actually a song that comes as a free download. It's not actually on the EP, but it comes with the EP as a bonus track. It's called A Slip of the Pen.
Thanks. Here's Pillow Talk.
A slip of the pen, winter blew in and muddled the letters at my hand. I strove to compose tormented prose, one missive to send her, one love letter, a plea for forgiveness, and when the wind stayed my hand, I'd only just begun to count all the ways regret filled my days, how lying beside her did fan a flame, like the light on the desk, it danced without rest, till smothered by winter, the coldest ever, and I'll trade you the way it is for the way it has been. I'm lonesome, cold and blue. Whatever the ransom is, I would pay every cent. My captive heart to lose. Off on the wind, the words I had penned flew somewhere forgotten, and ever then I never again could conjure them hence, till cold reminiscence took my every eye.
Yeah, very, very nice. So, you know, we want to know, how did you guys come up with your name, Pillow Talk?
Well,
There's got to be a good story behind that
we
one.
thought about that a lot. It was, I guess, to me, it was. There's a lyric in a Promise Ring song, you know, and it kind of stuck with me. But then, you know, we thought about it a lot. We actually almost were called the Hang Dangles. We didn't think that would go over very well. Are we allowed to curse or no? No cursing?
Probably,
No.
yeah.
Well, we almost had some other less appropriate names. So anyway, we stuck with Pillow Talk.
So, you know, describe a little bit some of your influences that helped shape your music and your sound.
Like I said, you know, we both grew up in a lot of early 90s emo, but we also, like, coming from, like, South Texas and living out in, like, West Texas, I think we stem a lot from the old Texas country, like, you know, Bob Wills.
Yeah, George, my folks came from the same town Bob Wills came from, so we kind of grew up with that kind of music. And then George Jones has been a huge influence on me, so
it just...
It's sort of like 90s emo filtered through George Jones, I think, mostly.
So, and Rudy, I got to ask you, is this your first time playing a trash can, or?
Oh man, actually, it's a very enlightening and very I guess a tumultuous experience.
Well, you definitely make it look good.
Oh,
mostly the mustache.
Yeah, thank you.
So, you know, being local dudes as you are from San Antonio and Austin, do you guys actually come to South by Southwest every year?
Oh, I think
this?
I find it really weird that people wouldn't even bother to attend South by. Just there's a lot of friends, a lot of familiar faces.
There's a lot of shortness in the pants when it comes to San Antonio versus Austin. So there's kind of a lot of, you know, people kind of resent it for a lot of reasons. But I think this is, if you're missing out on this, you're missing out on a lot. A lot of great new bands, interesting people for sure, and free booze and free food. So
yeah, is there anyone that you guys are really excited to see?
We're both pumped to see Braid.
Yeah, Braid.
I really want to see Nada Surf.
Yeah, Built to Spill's playing with Titus Andronicus, and I'm super excited about that.
He saw Cloud Nothings in San Antonio
they played
a couple
in San Antonio
weeks ago. I want to see them. So
our good buddies, This Will Destroy You, like they asked us to come, you know, check them out a couple times. So for us, it's
we're
pretty.
We're gonna see them too.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let's hear another great song.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
What are we gonna hear?
This one's called Baby's Breath. It's on the 7-inch. It's a little bit of a more of a long song, but we'll compress it down a little bit.
All right. Here's Pillow Talk.
There's a patch of sunlight that peeks through on the hillside that once caught what's inside, but the path we cut that day in the rough is all converted like a nail. Oh, and the breeze on the air cut a jet in your hair. I remember you there, but the wind couldn't care, and it spirited you ever distant and along with it you were gone in an instant. I remember still you were lighting there on the farthest hill in the baby's breath. What if I told you I had a sinister life, that I will carry your love for life, that it ain't gonna die? Well, I doubt that you're listening anyway, love, but I wrote you this record to prove that it is the one. You faded from sight on the distant horizon and danced in the light as you sing the wet dye, and with bated breath I watched that hill crest, but there's only wind in baby's breath.
Very,
Thank you.
very nice. So, how long have you been singing, and what got you started singing?
I actually started singing in church, hymns and stuff like that. I guess the first band I was in, I was probably 17 or 18. And just been doing it since. We've been in bands together before. Rudy can't really sing, as everyone can tell now, but he gives his darndest.
But he can play drums in a trash can
He
like
really
no
can.
other.
He can sing, too. He can sing. Look at him.
It's early.
And how about for you, Rudy, in drumming? When did you decide you wanted to pound on things?
I actually tried learning how to play guitar when I was like 12, and then some guy was like, "Hey, you want to join marching band in high school?" And from there, I stuck with it. Never learned anything else except drums. That's about it.
So I also got to ask you guys, there's so many bands that ascend basically this town. What would your advice be on how to cut through the noise, how to get in there, get your name out there?
It's difficult, I think.
We're still trying to figure it out ourselves.
Yeah, we are. If you know, then you should tell us. No, it tends to be that, I don't know that this is a rule, but it tends to be that if you're big in Austin,
you're not typically big other places. Recover is I loved Recover. It was kind of a band that I grew up with. And they were gigantic in Austin and then weren't really. Whereas bands like Spoon and Ockerville River, certainly they're big bands in Austin, but they weren't ever like a local band that was big.
Yeah.
They went on the road.
So our game plan is more so like, let's just try and market ourselves in Texas outside of Austin.
We play a
or
lot.
hometown.
We just played Laredo last week. We're playing Houston next week in
Corpus as
We're playing
well.
everywhere we can because, you know, this doesn't make any sense for us to just play Austin over and over again.
Right. So have you guys played anywhere outside of Texas, or is it just pretty much exclusively?
In other bands, we've toured all the way up to New York.
We broke up in our last band broke up in Toledo, Ohio, and it was a 25-hour drive straight back and dead silence.
I was
That
watching
no fun.
Back to the Future, and that was
Rudy. I felt bad because Rudy, it was me and he's a really good friend of mine now, but we're back again. We're friends again. But Rudy was like the kid whose parents were fighting the whole way, and he would try to be nice to both of us, and we were both just like this. So it was fun, but so we've done our share of we've been road warriors in the past, but we're trying to amp it up a little bit before we do
Well,
that
of
stuff.
course, now you guys have made me curious. Like, what kind of incidences did you get into on the way here?
Yeah.
Epic night last night, and
we both were just babies last night.
Yeah.
We drank our weight in whiskey, and
Like true rock stars, I might say then,
that's
right?
true. That's true. I had to sit on I'm going to say this. I had to sit on a hangover doo-doo the whole way up here. It was not fun. So I'm still waiting, actually. I'm going to hit the toilets as soon as we're done here.
All right. Well, then, without further ado, why don't we sing one more song? Does that sound good?
Thanks very much. This one's called Battle Hymn of Boy in Blood. When I was a kid, I went looking for arrowheads in an Indian creek. I just kept going. I said, I reckon I'll leave. I meant nothing to no one except a dog named Blood. And we drifted along. We headed way out west where it's picking up. Hitched a ride in the cargo bay of a Greyhound bus. Saw the desert that way, camped out in a bramble, forgot the word. The granddaddy's gun, tied up in a satchel, was near all it could handle. The blood scared them away. We headed way out west way it's picking up. It's to ride in an aeroplane in a pickup truck. I was a kid, I went looking for arrowheads in an Indian creek bed. Just kept going, I made it far as I may. I run into some lean years, Blood died in El Paso, and I buried him there. I'm living way out west where it's picking